Two.
Oh, hey guys! We started this video the same way. But welcome to
Yeah,
KD Music then. Brad?
Keith, and
Hey.
this is definitely not the third time we've tried to do this video, folks.
No. It
No,
doesn't keep falling because I got a stack on a napkin box or anything. High tech here, high tech.
high tech. That's what they're used to.
Yeah, exactly. So Keith, we had some big things going on the last couple of days.
Yeah, I have.
You just got older.
Yeah, Friday I turned 49. Uh, almost, but
And I heard somebody play the show for you.
yeah, my good friend DRA, David Ryan Adams, and his buddies, the Cardinals, played a special birthday show for me, a
In
private
Reading.
show that when I invited, hundreds of my friends.
That was
uh,
impressive.
yeah, at
And
the
you met somebody, right? You met someone that
dude,
watches us.
I was blown away. I met one of our loyal subscribers. I was standing in line for merch with my wife, where I got, by the way, thanks mom, who ended up paying for this for me for my birthday. I got
Boom.
FM on vinyl. Now I
Nice.
have it on cassette and vinyl, by the way, as you remember, folks. And I didn't pay for either of them. Oh, and by the way, Brad, my wife and I felt really bad that you were.
Ah,
By the way,
yeah,
we
guys,
spoke.
I couldn't make the birthday party where Ryan played because I was sick. I know why I was sick now, and I'll let you know. I don't want the company suing me that got me sick, but there's a reason I
Oh,
was sick. Yeah, so
sounds like a food poisoning issue.
I don't know. I'd say food poisoning, but definitely I'm never tasting and touching this again. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
just
please tell me off camera so I don't make the
how I
same
will.
mistake.
Yep.
But but my wife and I felt bad. We were in the merch line and we felt bad that you couldn't make it. We knew you had tickets and you were looking forward to it, like I had been.
Yeah.
So we got you a little something.
Oh,
Oh, a Cardinals logo sticker.
that's perfect. Because if I went, the only thing I was going to get was probably a Cardinal shirt with that same logo. So
Yeah. Well, I'm
that works
sorry.
perfect.
I couldn't spring for that. I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's not cheap. The merch. So
No, no. He's worth it. He deserves to charge,
yeah.
what he wants for his shirts because they were really cool, very well
Yeah.
made. Um, but anyway, so yeah, this guy who subscribes to our channel came up and with his son, who looked to be about 10 years old to me, and he said, "Hey, I watch your channel," and it took me a second to realize what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But then I realized, if I'm ever going to get spotted as being a YouTuber, it's probably going to be at a Ryan Adams show. So,
Uh-huh.
so it's really cool. Super nice guy. He said it was his son's first concert. So, yeah. Whoever you are, sir, please drop in the comments and let me know what your son thought, what you thought of the jam band version of the Cardinals, right, Brad?
Yes. So
Yeah.
what did you think of the jam band version?
What did I think? That's a good question. Well, let's start off. I can tell you what my wife thought. No, she actually, I think, I'm trying to get her to admit it, but I think she actually enjoyed it more than she was expecting.
Okay.
But I think her cup of tea probably would have been more traditional, 30 songs,
Sure.
instead of these extended long jams and stuff. Being a musician myself for many, many years,
Hmm.
I appreciated the musicianship and the level of talent of this fine gentleman that were on the stage with Ryan for my birthday. um, so, um, but yeah, I mean, the set list itself. I mean, I was really happy. I got to hear
Hmm.
Cobwebs. I got to hear.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
He did Always on My Mind by Willie Nelson with the
Oh.
guys. He did Blue Hotel.
Oh.
So, I mean, there were some really good choices. There were the ones you expected, like Easy Plateau, Cold Roses,
Mhm.
Manual, which you would really want to hear on this tour,
Yeah.
and they've been slaying. Trying to think of some other ones, but that I wasn't expecting. But there were at least one or two more that I was like, oh wow, I didn't really see that coming, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was really impressed, very impressed with the vocals. I'm so used to him with Neil and other versions of the Cardinals and
Sure.
what have you. But I mean, there's no slouches on that stage. I mean, Chris Stills, Don Was, Brad Pemberton.
Hmm.
I always forget the keyboard player's name was Dave or David something or I don't know. But actually, the keyboard player, his mom was there in the audience. They made reference to that several times, and it was kind of cool.
That is pretty
Um,
cool.
yeah. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great birthday present for me. Thanks again to the wifey for getting the tickets in
Yeah, no kidding.
advance.
It's a good birthday present.
Yeah, and it was fun. I had good seats. We weren't on the floor, but we were right on the seating part of the arena, but right that
Yeah,
kind of right in line with Ryan, but back further. Which turning the age I just turned, it's better for me to be up there and be able to sit comfortably.
yeah,
Um, it seemed like down below on the floor by the stage, there was a good amount of people that they had their seats there, of course, but a lot of them were standing for a lot of the show,
sure.
which was cool. So, and then they did Beautiful Sorta, and he asked everyone to stand up, even in the
Oh, really?
in the seats. So he said,
Yeah.
just for this one song, if you could all get up and shake your butts and stuff. So my wife and I were like kidding around, like literally shaking our butts because he told us to. But and we were dancing together. It was fun.
Nice.
But yeah, man, we were bummed you weren't there. I know you were really been looking forward to this with us.
I was excited about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, this seems to happen. Last time it was me going to see Jesse Malin alone. Remember that?
Yeah, and I got sick. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That hurts even more now knowing what's going on with Jesse. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I did see a guy walking by that had a Jesse Malin shirt on. And I was like, hey, I like your shirt.
nice.
And we were
Nice.
like, PMA. So
Yep. Very
yeah,
cool.
that was cool. And yeah, I ran into a few people that I knew actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was cool. And that subscriber, of course. But yeah, man, I enjoyed the show. There was some of your usual people calling out names of songs that you knew there was no way he was going to play on this show. And it's just like, just shut up,
Why?
you know.
Exactly.
But sometimes I feel like there are a handful of people that come to his show that are trying to press his button and get him to react, which he takes the bait
That's the problem.
Most of the time, which I wouldn't give him the satisfaction personally, but
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you hear it a lot, I'm guessing it's just hard to hold it in. But
yeah, and I can understand that.
yeah.
Yeah, the one
But
guy was
overall,
like,
you would rank this show pretty. Where would you rank it compared to the other shows you've seen of his now?
well, let's see, what have we seen, Brad? I know we've seen some of them together. We saw down in Sonar in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
We saw
PLA.
in Philly, PLA,
Philly.
and Tower in Philly.
Yep.
Tower Theater. We just went to Philly to like a theater kind of place.
Fillmore or something like that.
Yeah, I forget. It's on like a campus. Or, I don't know. Beautiful venue.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
He did the solo acoustic thing there that we saw not long ago.
And you saw Don Was there.
Oh yeah. I was walking out and I saw Don Was because that's when he was like recording his shows and stuff. Before he joined the Cardinals. But yeah, I mean, this is an interesting. It kind of reminds me of different artists in their career. Like for example, when Dylan went electric and everybody was like,
"Oh yeah, booed the shit out of him." Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like they're like, oh, there's 15, 20-minute long versions of songs and stuff, and it's like, if you actually like listen to what they're playing though, and like how they use the dynamics and bring it down, then bring it back up, and this guy takes a solo. That guy, I mean, it's he's very upfront about it. It's a jam band version of the Cardinals, and this is like
Wouldn't it get boring to do the same thing all the time anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, that poor bastard is spitting in 35, 36, 37 songs a night.
Yeah.
On an acoustic. He earned the right to jam out a little. Huh?
Yeah. And like he said, if you want to hear When the Stars Go Blue and come pick me up and see me with me and my guitar and my piano, then come to that tour. Like he was never hiding what this was.
No.
And it's, I mean, I don't know. It was never meant to be, and it's never going to be like the original Cardinals.
No. This was his Grateful Dead moment,
Yeah, this is their Grateful Dead, like he said on that thing, Doors, and all these different kind of.
Yep.
And the lighting, you couldn't really see the band very much on it. It was very dark on stage.
Yeah.
And they put the smoke out, that smoke thing that people have been talking about too.
They all bitched, yeah.
Yeah. I was way back, but my wife even said we were way back. She's like, yeah, that kind of like affected me. I'm usually very sensitive to that stuff, and she wasn't feeling that great either. So, but excuse me, but yeah, we had a great time. We really missed you, man. And yeah, I mean, he's coming next month. He's coming to Delaware to that theater, so
we'll probably be doing that then.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can justify the spending again for seeing him twice in 2 months, but
it is hard. It is hard.
I have heard I heard that he said, I think he posted on Instagram or something, that this next leg of a solo tour, he's going to be playing a decent amount of brand new songs.
Oh shit! Did you see that? Someone commented in one of his posts about wanting a new original Ryan Adams album. What did he write back?
You're getting four.
Like, you gotta be kidding me! But yeah,
Yeah, he said
jeez.
you're getting four by the end of the year, and then
I
somebody
know.
said something, and he's like, "I'm not kidding."
Yeah, insane.
It's like, wow, dude, it's August. Like, what is it going to be, like a Christmas box set of like four new albums all at once?
It might
Oh,
be. Oh man,
dude, if you're
that'd be pretty
listening,
badass.
DRA, that would
I'd be
be
spending the money.
awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, just to
Yep.
get them all at once, that would be sick.
Oh, it'd be amazing. Yeah.
The only person I know that ever did something similar, I'm sure there's been plenty of other examples people put in the comments that I'm just
Yeah.
not thinking of or aware of, but I remember Vince Gill
Oh, he
years
did that?
ago. He put out 4 CD, 43 song set of all new original songs.
Oh my god.
And each disc had its own like theme. Like one was a little more bluegrassy, one was straight up country,
Okay.
one was pop, you know.
Okay.
But oh, it's Vince, so it's fantastic. But just to have that much to consume all at once and sift through and like you
Yep.
know, absorb and tackle is like you know,
Yep. That
it's
might be
like
coming.
terrifying and exciting. But so yeah, man, I wish you were there. Like I said, are you thinking about going in September since you missed this one?
It's possible. It's possible. I have to see what the schedule looks like and
Well,
my
let me
work
know.
schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me know. I might,
absolutely.
it's hard for me to resist when he's close to
Exactly.
close to me.
Exactly.
But well, yeah, folks. If you were there, and especially if you were the gentleman that came up and said hello to me, that really meant a lot to me. I appreciate it. Um, I felt semi-famous for a few seconds. um, but as
Also,
always,
if you were the
okay.
guy who said play your guitar, comment as well so we can call you an asshole in the comments.
Yes. Yeah. Well, people were calling out Whiskey Town, and he did go off on a little speech about that. He's like, "No, you're not going to hear any Whiskey Town tonight. You're going to hear
Yeah.
Ryan Adams and the Cardinals." And he kind of pointed
Yeah.
up to the three Cardinal logos above their heads,
Yeah.
and of course the crowd went wild, like, "Ah, we love the Cardinals," you know.
Yeah.
So it is just, I think it was some chick behind me that screamed
I'm
out
sure.
1989. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Um, but so I don't know. It's become part of the whole experience,
Yeah.
like what's he gonna say and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's about the music. So
Exactly.
for us smart fans,
Yeah.
but but yeah, if you were there, let us know what you think. If you saw any leg of this tour, the first leg, weigh in. I heard he was I forget where the following night after, but apparently it was like a smaller.
Yeah. I've seen the
It
picture.
was like a church kind of venue.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people were trying to call things out too, and like I guess they said he said a little speech, and then the people were expecting one more song, and then he just walked off, and then the band took a bow without him. That's what I heard about Saturday night, I guess. But
You never know. Yeah.
uh, and again, I feel like he's always. I was talking to my wife about this. I feel like he's always under a microscope, and like
He is.
when you see things online of him like retorting to someone, you hardly ever hear what brought it on. You just hear his
Exactly.
reaction, and it's like, oh,
Exactly.
listen to this jerk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, some of the ways he handles things, I'm not always thrilled with, but whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
That's not
Yep.
what it's about for me. It's about the music. So,
Yep.
but well, anyway, I could go on forever, but hey, who wants to hear that? So, so for Brad, I am Keith. This is the KMU Music Den. Please like the channel, smash the bell for notifications, share this video, and subscribe to the channel.
Yep.
We appreciate you. We'll be back with more content real soon. We're going to do real-time rankings pretty soon, I think, and other stuff. Album reviews are always coming. New albums. It's a little
Yep.
light right now, but we'll be talking about albums as always. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, Brad.
See you.
Bye.